Hi everybody, it's time for the Astro Oracle reading for this week. Oh my gosh, I hope you watched the 21 card tarot spread for the month. Interesting month this June. Anyway, this is the week that we're going to be looking at your astrology reading. Now, how's this going to work? You're going to get 9 cards. The first 3 is going to be your sun sign. So if you're born in April and you're in Aries, you're in Aries. The next 3 cards you read are your ascendant, and then the next 3 is your moon. So if you don't know what that is, go to astro.com and you can put your birth data in there. There's instructions on how to do that there, and you're going to get those 3 things and come back and watch the video. So this is the first week of the month, and here we go. Let's take a look and see the energy of Aries. Encouragement is the first card, strength, and don't get caught up in the details. Okay, so Aries, this is great. This is the first week, you're busy, but you feel really encouraged. Even to do the things that feel uncomfortable for you, you'll be encouraged. To do those things, the decisions that you're making about the past puts you in a position of strength, but you have to be careful not to get caught up too much in the details of things, that the broader stroke, recognizing it's not the little things, it's more like the overall thing. If something isn't working, it's not working. Or if something is, that's great. You really feel like you're entering into this particular week with some strength. Yeah, so your intuition is on. You're going to get, basically, whenever I see those cards together, it's like, oh, I'm going to get a sign that I'm right about something. Okay, so now let's look at Taurus. I'm going to do a really cool reading soon with Robert Ohado. It's more of a video interview with him. He said some really cool things. We just interviewed him to talk about the Mercury retrograde. You might have seen the video already, but we talked about each sun sign actually not being you being stuck in fixed traits, but more about you being an evolving person with this particular contract you have with that one of 12 zodiac signs. So I thought that was a really interesting take.
There'll be a video.
Oh, hey, my husband's going like this. I'm going, what's he looking at? There's a video. What's that, Mark? He's pointing to the ceiling. Anyway, you're not seeing my husband, what he's doing, but anyhow, like Taurus. Okay, here he comes. You want to be on camera? Come on.
What?
You've got Russell Brunson's funnel hacker
I just
top on.
For today,
You should be wearing your F1 shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll hide it.
All right. What do you want?
Nothing.
Oh, you're just here
Now
to say
you want
hi?
me out of here?
No. Bye.
I'm done.
Taurus. Okay. This is my life. Taurus, education. Lovely. One Ring Circus and Sacred Pool. Don't be afraid to look at yourself. So here we go. So this is a great week. You'll have really got that you learned some lessons. As you've integrated those lessons, you can make them real for yourself. But don't think that you're out of the woods with self-reflection, okay? So this is also reminding you that you're still always responsible for what happens next in your life, etc., if you will, your reactions, your responses, etc. And also that sometimes we get a little complacent. We've learned everything, we've done everything, and like I've done it. We want to go to 0 to 1,000, and that's not really true. So we want to make sure that you're still reflecting, as you should, but realizing that you have learned some amazing things, and it should change the way you see yourself in the mirror also, right? So that's going to be interesting this week for Taurus. I love this deck, and we're actually going to be using this deck. I'm super excited. This year, it's the theme for Oracle Palooza Virtual. We're all going to be getting the Enchanted Map deck, the new version of it, and we're going to be working with it that weekend. So it's going to be exciting. Okay, so here we go. Let's work on this one. So this is Gemini. What's Gemini doing? Gemini's in between. Yeah, so Gemini, you just have to be careful this week. There's a level of, you have to be very careful you don't stay superficial, and that'll get you into trouble. So when things are half-baked, be careful that you're not presenting an idea that's half-baked, or that you're kind of like your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, you're going through them too quickly. You haven't landed. So allow yourself to land, Geminis, this week. It's really important. Otherwise, again, the dragon's lair, you could be stepping into some territory that you don't know how to handle. So this is slow down, although we are in chatty Gemini time. It is your territory at the moment. So step with firm, understand that you're in between worlds, and that's okay. You don't need to know all the answers. You just don't need to know all the answers. You'll feel more at home with yourself that way. Okay, let's see Cancers. What's going on for the Cancerian this first week of June? Here we go. Oh, Cancer also has a dragon's lair starting. So this is stay out of drama at all costs. Don't get into anybody's stuff. Make a commitment. Oh, lovely.
Who's
So
this for?
Cancers. So
Okay.
yes, I know,
Better read
Mark.
that
Yeah,
right.
you're going to make no drama for me. And it's mostly about other people's drama as well too. So the dragon's lair is always about that, kind of like stepping gently. And if you don't need to, if there's a hole in the ground, you don't need to find out how deep it is by jumping into it. You can ask somebody. Commitment is a beautiful thing for you. Committing to that no drama, committing to a more of a, understanding before acting, and really trusting your intuition, because sometimes you overthink things. Don't overanalyze. Cancers, this week is not the week to overanalyze anything. It's just like, okay, what am I experiencing? How do I need to express myself? What do I need to stay out of, right? So stay out of things you can't change. That serenity prayer, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to change the things I can, but the wisdom to know the difference. Stay committed to your higher power. You'll do fine, Cancers. Yes. Leo is next. And again, this is Leo, sun, rising, or moon, right? So if you have any one of those three in Leo, you're going to be paying attention to this. So for Leo, you're not in the greatest, strongest position. So yeah, this is about wishful thinking. This is about wishing it could be different, and it's a waste of time. Leos, don't wish something could be different, because it's not different. If you give away your strength to like, oh, shoulda, woulda, coulda, then you're going to lose the sense of your integrity this week. So you might have to learn a lesson. That could be about looking at why you make the choices that you make. You might have chosen something really quickly, say, oh yeah, that sounds really good, let's do that. And then you come up to the point going, well, I don't think it's a good time to do that. So that's kind of like, allow yourself to make choices or to change your mind. That's also really important as well for Leos. Now let's take a look at Virgo. Here we go. Virgo, gentle gardener for the Virgo. That's a beautiful, ride the wave. Oh, you're having a great week. So Virgo, this is kind of cool, because it's just saying, don't fall asleep at the wheel, one thing, but ultimately you're really riding the wave. This is a week for you to kind of just tend to your garden and just stay aware of whatever weed is in there as you flow. But this is a nice flowy week for Virgos. I don't see any issues in here, particularly to say, hey, you got to be careful of this. It's really more just put one foot in front of the other, do things, ride the wave of whatever is going on, and just keep your awareness open. Just stay awake to the world around you, and you'll do fine. Now, let's look at Libra. Card things, there we go. So Libra, you might feel like you're slightly stuck, but you're not. You're not stuck at all. You have an opportunity to change things, to look at things, look at the bigger picture. So if you're feeling like something is stuck, really take a look at the perspective of this. This is really what you should be doing with this week. Recognizing that you have helpers. You can't do everything by yourself. That's also very important for you to notice this week. That's the strength. The strength is in knowing that you have a great opportunity this week to change directions, to make a pivot, to see things from a different perspective, something that doesn't move as easily forward as you would have liked. It's happening for a reason. So this is a great time for you to regroup, but don't do anything by yourself. You really can have helpers. The other thing is that you know the right thing. So if people are trying to steer you in the wrong direction, say, oh no, come on, it's gonna be fine. And you know better, so you just have to stick to that. Know that, no, that's not gonna work for me. Okay, so this is very good for you. Wow, what an interesting week. Okay, so here comes Scorpio. Scorpio, here we go. Here we go, Scorpio. Wishing well for Scorpio. Goblins in protection and mountain in protection. So for you also, there seems to be some of the shadow content that's coming up for you to address and look at with a little bit more clarity. Recognize that some of your obstacles come from some of the wounds that you've had from the past, and not necessarily for what's actually in front of you. So don't allow your past issues and triggers to take away your deepest desire. You can move forward. You just have to give a little more love to the part of you that may be afraid to move forward, or that might be thinking that you're not deserving, you're unworthy, any of those things that could come up for you. Remember, you've got to give yourself extra love this particular week. All right. Now let us look at Sagittarius. I love every time I say a sign, I think of all the, which of my friends are this? And I realize, I actually have some really interesting people in my life. All right, for Sag, heal the ouch, in protection, dry desert, and the bone collector. Ooh, you gotta have to deal with something from your past, otherwise you won't get out of the desert. So this is a refusal to make peace with somebody, okay? So this could be that, or it could be that just that you're stuck in a kind of dry spell because you haven't figured out that you might need to forgive yourself, that you're not looking in the right places when you look at your past, for example. You're not seeing through the right lens. So this could be a really good week for you, Sagittarius, to contemplate the things in you that need to heal in order to bring that a juicier outlook to life, and to see where you have some resistance to healing. Like, are you attached to a particular story that keeps you in a sense of feeling a little bit victimized, if you will? So now let's take a look at Capricorn. Oh, I love these cards. These are glossy. I think I'm gonna do my next deck glossy. They actually feel thicker and sturdier when they're glossy, but I like the feeling of the semi-gloss and the matte finish, so we'll see. I have 2 more decks coming. It's so exciting. Okay, here we go. Capricorn. A sense of overproducing, a sense of thinking it's all you on your shoulders, and then looking at details which are really important. But so when Golden Palace and Strength are in the protection position, it means that you're losing strength if all you're doing is working. So for those of you Capricorns who are workaholics, this is the week for you to take a trip, or if you can go anywhere, or stop. Kind of really say, okay, I can't do this. I can't do this, because it's a burden. It feels like all the cool things that you wanted to do and that you wanted to get off the ground feels burdensome right now. And you could get caught in the minutia of things as well. So it's a really important time for you to step back, see where, are you trying to produce just for the sake of producing something, or are you serving with no agenda or attachment, right? So there's this whole idea of unbridled ambition can kind of tank you. You'll have no more gas in the tank this week, Capricorns. Don't overwork. Awesome. Aquarius. Also education. You and Taurus going to class together. Spirit of place. Yeah, oh, that's beautiful. All right, so Aquarius, you are having a little easier time than anybody else this week. And it really does help you understand the nature of your environment, whether it be your social environment, whether it be your the environment of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. It's a real sense that you're exploring, and it's a beautiful invitation to learn and explore about yourself and what you're exposed to on a daily basis as well. So you get to understand yourself a little bit better. It's a mystical quality to this week for you, Aquarius, if you are going to dive in and use this time as a great way to self-reflect, but also about your part in things. Like, how have you nurtured the soil of your life, and what do you need to put in there, and what do you need to take away? So this is a beautiful week for Aquarius, and it's an mentally easier week, or it should be, if this is reflective and you do what it suggests. Okay, Pisces. Let's look at Pisces. Gentle Gardener for Pisces also. Gentle Gardener, Dry Desert, and Follow the Leader. This is great. So Pisces is, this is kind of a time for moving towards resilience. Being the in-between, you're not really seeing much. That's like, it's also, whenever I look at that, I happen to love the desert. I find the desert really mystical. And there's a sense of that when you see nothing but sand, you have all the time in the world, you build a resistance because this is a harsh landscape. So the gentle gardener in the harsh landscape says, hey, You know, I've planted a cactus. You can get, if you go deep, there's water in it. There's another plant here. It can thrive in desert conditions. You can thrive in the desert condition of this week. And then, of course, we have follow the leader, which is, you know, trust in spirit, follow, and be very mindful of who you follow this week as well, too, because we talk about followers. You know, who do you follow online, for example? So recognize that you might get information that will help you out of the desert phase. Just really trust that, because there's something beautiful as a result of developing this resilience this week. Be like a cacti, or cactus, not cacti. 1 cactus, 2 cacti. Well, that's it. Oh, I'm gonna go in and end the 13th sign. Let's make up a sign. Oh my gosh. Okay, great. Listen. We have that fabulous quiz. Don't forget to take the quiz, the solstice quiz. It's beautiful. It's really great. And we're going to invite you to a party. We're having a solstice party, celebrating the solstice a couple days after the solstice. I think it's on the Tuesday, June 22nd. We didn't do it the exact day of the solstice for reasons that you will learn about at our party. Well... So it's really harnessing that beautiful, beautiful energy of the solstice and how it can help us transform this coming summer, since we're all in a transition. So that's it. YouTube, smash that thing, look at the bell, click on the bell, and you're gonna get a notification. You'll subscribe to my channel and you'll get our videos every week. Take the quiz and hopefully I'll see you at our party at the end of the month on the 22nd. Is that correct, Mark?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Don't forget to leave us a comment. We love reading them. Bye. Mwah.